Hello everyone, welcome to our channel where you can get exclusive and current Star Wars updates. Today, we'll be discussing with you how Disney finally explained why the clones were replaced by the Stormtroopers. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to this channel so that you can have access to our unlimited videos, and also kindly hit the notification bell so that you can be notified when we release a new video. Thanks. Okay, so Stormtroopers. There are fictional characters in the Star Wars franchise and they're soldiers. They were created by, of course, George Lucas. They were introduced in Star Wars in 1977, and the Stormtroopers are the elite shock troop marines of the Galactic Empire, under leadership of Emperor Palpatine and his commanders, most notably Darth Vader and Grand Moff Tarkin, during the original film trilogy from 1977 to 1983. The prequel trilogy from 99 to 05 establishes their origin as the Galactic Republic's clone troopers, clones of the bounty hunter Jango Fett, used by Supreme Chancellor Palpatine to win the Clone Wars and later to take over the government and exterminate the Jedi. Despite this, later Stormtroopers are established as recruits. At the time of the original trilogy, only a few Stormtroopers are clones, with the only known legion to still contain a significant number of clones being the 501st Legion, aka Vader's Fist. This was in the sequel trilogy from 2015 to 2019. But why were the clones replaced by the Stormtroopers? Well, relax and stay tuned as we're going to go into the main info of today's edition. Alright, out of universe here, Pablo Hidalgo explained that the production of clones was phased out at the end of the Clone Wars. And since the clones age at twice the rate of normal humans, they're too old to serve as Stormtroopers. They have been replaced with non-clone volunteers who are fervently patriotic and loyal to the Empire. Alright, in universe now, the canon novel Tarkin supports Hidalgo's claim that the clones are too old in this incident in which Stormtroopers are loading Darth Vader's meditation chamber onto Tarkin's ship. When the Stormtrooper operating the equipment accidentally allowed the flattened sphere to bang against the edge of the cargo hold's retracted hatch, Vader stamped forward with his gloved hands clenched. Notice this dialogue between them. "I warned you to be careful," he shouted at the trooper. "My apologies, Lord Vader. When's she from?" "Excuses won't suffice, Sergeant Crest," Vader cut him off. "Perhaps you are aging too quickly to remain on active duty." Tarkin couldn't make sense of the remark until he realized that Crest was a face he had seen countless times during the war, the face of an original Camino clone trooper. The bare-headed others comprising Vader's squad were human regulars who had enlisted after the war. Tarkin occurs 5 years after the end of the Clone Wars, so the clones evidently aged too quickly to be useful within just a few years after the Empire was created. We're not aware of a canon source, either in or out of universe, which explicitly explains why the production of clones was phased out. Presumably, it's because the end of the Clone Wars meant war production, including the expensive production of clones, was no longer needed. Palpatine could not justify such war spending to a war-weary populace. The existing clones could serve as the Empire's military, at least until they became too old, which didn't take long as Tarkin indicates. Thereafter, the Empire could recruit from volunteers with the additional benefit that they would be fervently patriotic and loyal to the Empire, in contrast to the clones who were conscripted and thus not necessarily as enthusiastic about the Empire. In fact, some clones protested their conscription during the Clone Wars. In one of the new canon books, Servants of the Empire, I believe, 2 reasons are given. The first is that the clones have a weakness towards biological warfare due to the fact that they have the same genes. Another reason, though, is that the Emperor thought them to be inferior beings. If we're gonna go with Legends material, they ended up there because of the Battle of Camino, where clones attempted an uprising on the planet, but were quickly finished by Darth Vader and his men. But in terms of Disney canon, which is a bit different, due to the costs of continuing maintaining certs and army, they were also phased out in favor of humans. Additionally, clones did age quickly, something that is exemplified by the Star Wars Rebels when we see Captain Rex and his 2 clone buddies. To put it simply, clones were just a short-term solution to a short-term problem. They were intended, per Star Wars: The Clone Wars, among other sources, to be able to be the most powerful army due to them inheriting the skills of Jango Fett, the best bounty hunter in the galaxy. Nevertheless, as time went on, they evidently began to be ineffective, and human recruits were added in. In reality, when it comes to any decision that Disney makes with respect to its film universes, whether it be animated, Marvel, or Star Wars, the simple answer is money. Disney realized that it could catch more flies with honey rather than vinegar. Not that you should try to catch flies with vinegar. Anyway, Kennedy, Abrams, Kasdan, they all wanted to wash the bad taste of the prequels out of our mouths and have us remember the good feelings we had for the original trilogy. For that reason, many things established in the prequels are simply ignored, removed, or never mentioned. And we thank them for that. Midichlorians, anyone? Come on. And they went to the expand the universe for inspiration only. This approach kills two birds with one stone. It appeases the die-hard fans of the prequels and lures in the disgruntled fans back to a galaxy far, far away. Maintaining and expanding the fan base is crucial to their financial success. I believe this is a key reason behind all the story decisions that were made in The Force Awakens. In the Star Wars universe, and talking about the films only, the new Stormtroopers are not only recruits, but it is also implied that they are better than the clones. The clones from the original trilogy have an unwarranted reputation for being incompetent. I mean, there was that incident where they lost the Battle of Endor to some teddy bears. Establishing the new Stormtroopers as not clones, they instantly become more of a threat within the Star Wars universe, and it's no longer easy to defeat them. This improves the tone of the film. Every disposable Stormtrooper is now a valid adversary to the heroes. Well, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe, and again, hit the notification bell for notifications when we release a new video. And if you enjoyed this video, please watch more of our related content from our channel. Don't forget, this is the one place for you to get updated and current Star Wars information. So stay tuned for more of our videos, and don't forget to follow and subscribe. Big thanks to you. We love you.